It's a government facility.
Doesn't say anything about ID or you have to be an employee. It just says do not enter. It's a traffic sign for vehicles.
All right,
Brian, I appreciate you.
I have to work.
Hey, Nelda, back off.
This is my
Back
station.
off.
This is my workstation.
You're not going to listen to your supervisor either?
This is my workstation.
You can't film financial transactions.
I can film my own.
You can film your own, but she's having one, so you need to put your camera down.
Her transactions going on the other side of her
please.
body.
I've already contacted the authorities.
How's it going, guys? Watching the Watchmen here, out with Amagansett Press, here in Corpus Christi, Texas, and today we're at one of the post offices here in Corpus Christi. As usual, we're going to take some video here on public property and see if the folks respect our First Amendment right to do so. Finally got rid of the GoPro. I have my new setup now, so hopefully that'll be a lot better video quality and hopefully more reliable. I think it definitely will be. So new setup. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see how this video goes. And today is Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. It is 88 degrees and sunny here in Corpus Christi, and extremely humid. Not a big fan of the humidity.
Oh, he's coming over here in a hurry.
How you doing? Can we help you with something?
I'm sorry?
Can we help you with something?
I don't know. What do you got?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying, you came over here. You can't come through here. There's a sign there that says you have to be an employee. You have to have ID to come this way.
Where does it say that?
On the signs. It's a government facility.
Doesn't say anything about ID or you have to be an employee. It just says do not enter. It's a traffic sign for vehicles.
But there's nobody supposed to come this way unless you have business in here.
Where's the line?
Right there.
Well, I didn't cross that.
No, I'm just asking if you needed something I can help you with.
No, I asked you, what are you offering?
What am I offering?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just being a jerk, that's all.
I'm being a jerk?
Well,
all right, so I'll take a cheeseburger with a large Coke and an order of fries. What do you mean? I'm being a jerk. You come out here stating things that aren't even true. Have a nice day.
Wow. So this guy is claiming that this sign says you need ID to come in here. Faded stop sign and a do not enter, which obviously is for traffic.
You said there's signs out here that say employees only, you have to have ID. I don't see that. You got quite a few. You should
you know what? Since I've seen you, yes.
let's see what kind of signage we have going on here. You can see this is the Lamar station. This building was dedicated to public service in 2003. George W. Bush President, John E. Potter, Postmaster General. You see the business hours here.
So I'm seeing now in the shade. The video is looking kind of dark, so I'm gonna put my camera in the change of mode here.
Find at all post offices. Ooh, feels much better in the shade, huh?
Yeah, it does.
It's nice. Humidity is unreal down here.
Glad I brought this.
There you go.
The thing a new setup gets heavy. Much heavier, bigger camera.
I had a good belt there.
Yeah.
Clark?
Where we got cameras?
We're taking video.
Oh,
The post office?
It's the first video filming with the new camera. AP's had his for a couple of videos now, but first time with mine, so you guys can let me know what you think in the comments.
I'm almost assuming that he went inside and complained to somebody when they told him that we're allowed to be here. Because they should know by now. I mean,
Yeah, definitely should.
they really, really should.
Absolutely should know.
Just shooting for it. Alright? We're just shooting for it. Oh, we're just making a video about the post office here? Alright. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
What are y'all doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Just working on a video about the post office.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I hear that they're going up on the prices and they're putting down some services. Is it true?
Well, I don't know. It just did. The price of stamps just went up about a month or so ago. Went from 55 cents to 58 cents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Well, I hope it works out, whatever you're all doing.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Always good to put those good vibes out there.
Yeah. And I like his tennis shoes. Where'd you get them?
I don't remember. I've had these for a while. I don't remember actually. I
Wow.
don't remember where.
Man, they look sharp.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll see you guys.
Well, thank you, man. Keep smiling. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Mark? Take a minute. Yes. Oh.
Don't want to be interviewed, whatever you're doing.
I'm just a fool. If you're around when I'm feeling that we have to speak. You know what? Since you're being cool, I'll tell you what we're doing.
What's that?
I'll tell you what we're doing. Because you're being cordial.
Yeah.
Being a nice guy. A lot of people don't like that.
Yeah.
So what we do is we visit publicly accessible areas, government property, government buildings, publicly owned buildings where we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
every right to be,
Right.
and exercise our right to take video and photographs.
Oh,
It's an
okay.
exercise of rights.
Oh, okay.
This is my son, and
that's cool.
we've been traveling the country for 2 years. We just passed 51,000 miles
Wow.
defending our Constitution because we believe that our Constitution's taking a little bit of a beating right now.
Oh, it is. That ain't the only thing taking a beating. You know,
So rights are like muscles, man. If you don't exercise them, they go away.
that's how they're taking them away, little by little.
That's it, man. It's like, you know, the story of the frog in the pot, right?
Yep.
That's it.
They boiled you, and then you don't even know because
Well-
the water's cold and it's warming up.
Well, I invite, if there's anything you can think of to do in your own day-to-day to stand up for our rights,
Yeah.
I'm sure you do, but we encourage that.
All right, brother.
We appreciate
Good
you,
luck.
man. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good one. I would assume somebody inside is talking about us from the few people that had nothing to say and then went in and decided to say something on the way back out, so I don't know.
What are y'all doing?
Clark,
What are y'all doing?
we're actually, what this is an exercise of rights.
What are you doing?
First Amendment.
I mean, why here?
Well, if you want to have a conversation, we're happy to tell you.
I don't even know what we're having a conversation about.
You would ask me what I'm doing, and I was going to explain myself to you, but now you're just being silly.
Hey, you don't tell me to go to
I'm filming the post office. We have to explain what I'm doing. So this is my son. We've been traveling the country for 51,000 miles for a little over 2 years, defending our Constitution. So what we do is we go anywhere that's publicly accessible, where we have a lawful constitutional right to be, and exercise our right to take video and photographs. Because we feel like our Constitution's in a mess these days, and the rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, they go away.
Right.
So that's why the first thing I said to you was, this is an exercise of rights.
Perfect. I like that.
That's all it is.
But what are you going to
I
gain?
knew you'd like what we were doing once you
Yeah, what
lived
are
there.
you going to gain by filming people going in the post? I just don't understand that.
Well, the videos, we post our videos on YouTube, I have about to hit 300,000 subscribers. My videos get about 125,000 views a day. So there are a lot of people interested in what we do.
Right.
Our goal is to create open communication and dialogue between ourselves, the citizens, as well as if somebody decides to be foolish and call law enforcement for something that we're doing. When law enforcement shows up, gives us an opportunity to have a conversation with them, maybe plant a seed in their mind, remind them about the oath that they swore, and remind them that, not everything is what it appears to be. And keep an open mind, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. Just a conversation to have, so maybe, how many times in life has something happened to you that was inconsequential, and then maybe 6 months, a year down the road, you say, thank God that happened, gave you a thought or an idea or a way of handling something, so we're just trying to be the Johnny Appleseeds of constitutional rights, and we're planting seeds across the country.
Great.
That's all we're doing, and we hope some of them grow.
Yeah.
And if there's anything you could do to water the seeds of freedom, we invite you to do that.
I don't understand how you're going to connect this
To
improving an understanding about our rights.
Well, like I said to you, if one of the postal employees comes out, we do our homework, we know what the
You're
law is.
hoping someone will.
No, I'm not hoping. I'm actually hoping that in a perfect world, nobody would ever confront me for taking video like it used to be when I was a kid. Used to be that way. You may remember that. Used to be people would jump in front of the camera and go, "Hi, Mom."
Yeah.
And it was all fun and games, and nobody was scared and paranoid and upset.
But most people don't want their picture. We now have the internet.
Right.
Now I'm on camera.
Well,
Put up
since you
on
left your
the-
house and got to the post office, how many cameras do you think you were on?
Well, but I haven't spoken to them.
No, I didn't speak to you until you chose to
I
engage me.
just was asking what you were.
And then the other thing is people use your example, like for example, and I'm happy to have the conversation with you. That's why we're here. So people will say, well, the security cameras inside the post office are for security and nobody gets to see them, right? That's just a security thing, so that's why people don't have a problem with those cameras. But what people don't realize is you can Freedom of Information Act, FOIA request the footage from those cameras and do whatever you want with it. It's public information. So best bet, my practice is I leave my private stuff at home. When I go out in public, I have no expectation of privacy because I'm out in public and I behave myself. And I don't do anything I wouldn't want anybody to see.
But are you hoping someone will be confrontational because that will
I'm not hoping
prove your point? I mean, or give you a point?
What I'm hoping for is to be able to have a conversation with people like yourself, federal employees, FBI agents, police officers,
I'm all for
sheriffs.
it. I just don't know how it accomplishes the goal.
It does.
Well, good.
It does, because like I said, because maybe there's a police officer who's just in this angry mindset and just had a rough day or a rough week or a rough month. Maybe a conversation with us might slow that down and give them pause to think for a moment. Might save somebody from being unlawfully arrested, beaten up, tased. Might save them from getting hurt. You know, an example I always like to ask law enforcement officers, what do you think a law enforcement officer, because we believe there's good law enforcement in this country. We support them. So what do you think a good law enforcement officer's worst enemy is? A bad cop. Because you get pulled over today by a bad cop, right? You get all upset about it. He violates your rights. He does things he shouldn't have been doing. It goes pretty far. I don't know if you heard about the 73-year-old woman in Colorado a year ago who had her arm broken behind her back by a police officer for no reason. So those things happen, and it's not all cops, but it does happen. So let's say you have a bad experience with a police officer. A month from now, 6 months from now, a good cop pulls you over. You're still upset with that other guy that pulled you over, and you take it out on him. So we want them to understand that they need to police their own. And they need to keep an eye on the bad guys and get them to cut it out because it's not doing us any favors, not doing them any favors. So I just cut to the chase. Quick answer is I think that open dialogue and communication can solve a lot of problems.
Do you see it working?
Oh yeah, like I told you, I get 125,000 views a day on my channel. And we have a lot of support. I have support from law enforcement, federal agents, all over the country. I have a lot of guys that don't like what I do either.
How long will you be here doing this?
I don't know. Well, we just play it by ear because you know what it is? We don't try to create anything to happen. You saw how I was. I didn't say a word to you on the way in. I didn't say a word to you on the way out. Someone wants to ask me a question, I'm happy to answer it. But we let things happen very organically. And it is what it is. But we just hope, what we're also trying to do is remove the stigma from the poor camera. I was a New York Times staff photographer 30 years ago. And, you know, these poor cameras have gotten a bad rap these days. Yeah, the camera can't make you look good and it can't make you look bad. It just memorializes what you choose to do. Right?
I like that.
And I appreciate you asking the questions and having an open mind. Thank you for that.
Okay.
All right, you have a good day. Still doesn't get it.
There we go. So that's a good example. You know, a lot of you guys ask why sometimes we don't, most of the time, we don't go explaining exactly what we're doing to people. And one of the major reasons is people like that who I don't think she gets it. She still doesn't understand. And, you know, some of those people who don't understand will go into the post office and tell them exactly what we're doing. And then that affects the whole outcome of the situation. And, you know, it just adds a lot of unneeded complication to the situation when you go discussing it with people and letting them know what you're doing.
Yeah, you gotta remember. Sorry? Yeah, I am. Okay.
You know, walks up to a camera and says, I don't want to be on film, and keeps walking right in front of it.
Much more sensible question.
Yeah. Just announce to the world that you don't want to be on video and then walk in front of the two guys with cameras.
Wow. I think that's
Very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, someone who doesn't want to be on camera, so do that on camera instead of just walking by like a normal person.
Watchman!
What's up, brother? Right on, man. Appreciate it.
Got recognized.
Right on. Appreciate your support, guys.
How long y'all been down here?
What, here in Corpus Christi? Since yesterday.
We're going by and he goes, hey man, Watchman right there. I was like, well shit, we went down the street and did a job, and I was like, well, we'll come back and see if we can find you.
Yeah, yeah, still here. Toughing it out,
All
man.
the time, man.
We appreciate you guys.
Appreciate
Thank you.
you.
Have a good day.
You too, man.
Thanks.
Everybody says Watchman because they don't know how to pronounce Amagansett Crest.
Yeah.
Watchman's more famous than I am, man. Really?
Crazy.
I'm not in it for the fame, guys. That's old. That kind of stuff can happen a lot lately. And,
Always cool to run into you guys.
Because it's good to know where
Appreciate you all.
smiles on people's faces and affecting some positive change. That's what it's all about. Lots of people doing that, and it's not a comedy.
What y'all doing? What's it for? Don't
We-
be intimidated.
Sorry? Well, I'm videotaping everything I do, so. So what we're doing is we're out here exercising our rights, standing up for your rights.
Okay.
That's what we do.
And y'all on your YouTube, do you explain what you're doing?
Well, we do. Yeah. I'm just, if you want, I'm happy to have a conversation with you if you have any questions.
I was just wondering, like, how standing up for our rights, how? Just curious.
What we're doing is exercising our right to be in a public place where we have a lawful and constitutional right to be, and exercising our right to take video and photographs.
Oh, okay.
And if the
Don't take my picture.
Well, nobody was looking at you until you announced yourself.
So, I'm sure you're aware of the beating that our Constitution is taking these
Yeah,
days.
for sure.
So, rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, they kind of start going away or they get taken from you.
Gotcha.
So, it's an exercise of rights.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's all we're doing.
I'll take
But
care.
you know what? I appreciate you. And don't feel bad because everybody that comes up to us at first, not everybody, but a lot of people don't want to be on video.
Well, I think it scares them a little bit because they think it's something negative.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Once they find out what we're doing, everybody's hands go down. And they're all
Right. Yeah.
So that's all it is.
But I'm gonna tell them not to worry because y'all got them a little freaked out.
No, I don't know. I would appreciate it if you don't tell them that because I like to get an organic response out of it. You do whatever you want to do. But I don't like to have controlled response.
Right, but I don't want them to feel harassed because they have no idea what you're
The
doing.
staff?
Yeah.
Well, they should know. See, that's the other issue too. They've had memos.
You've had memos? You'll reach out to them and let them know?
No, not from me, from the Department of Homeland Security, from the feds. They know that we're allowed to be here doing what we're doing.
Okay, cool.
That's up to you.
Thanks.
All right. So there's an example of why we don't speak to people. Let's go inside and see what she's got to say. We'll go film her talk to her.
If they don't show that they're standing up for their rights, they'll lose them. We're all good. Wow, the gal comes by
And this is why we don't go around explaining ourselves.
That's exactly why that happens sometimes. And I had a feeling with her, but I did it anyway. But then you hear her on the way out?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't think you can come inside.
Ma'am, I'm gonna take care of you.
That's fine.
Thank you. Hi. How are you?
Just fine.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, no.
You can't film financial transactions.
I can film my own.
You can film your own, but she's having one, so you need to put your camera down.
Her transactions
You
going
need
on
to put
the
your
other
camera
side
down,
of her
please. I've
body.
already contacted the authorities. We've already gone through this a million times with you.
Anything
Please put your camera down. I'm asking you.
I'm not interested in what anybody else is
I'm
doing,
asking
sir.
you.
I'm here to buy a stamp,
So
document
don't-
my own transaction, and that's
That's
it.
fine.
Simple as that.
That's fine.
I can help you right here.
Very good, thank you.
You need a stamp?
Yes, sir.
58 cents.
Thank you. How you doing today, Danny?
Doing all right?
Good. And if I get a printed receipt with that, please.
No problem.
Any other stamps to take with you?
Yes, please, give me the stamp.
Okay.
I owe you 42 cents. I'm gonna grab you that receipt.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You do the same.
Thank you.
Also, what was your name?
My name's Brian.
Brian, are you the postmaster?
No,
No? Supervisor? Station manager?
station manager.
There you go, right on. So you're, for some reason, you've called the authorities on us for taking video?
I'm not gonna talk on your camera, sir,
Why not?
because I don't choose to. Please. Look, you make other people feel uncomfortable. Please leave my
No, I
station.
think you're making, nobody felt uncomfortable until you came out with this whole routine that you're stating.
Did y'all have customers complaining about these gentlemen sitting outside?
Customers came
Thank
in
you.
saying they felt uncomfortable.
Nobody said anything to me, and I didn't
Of course
say
they didn't. They feel intimidated by y'all.
I feel intimidated by you.
Thank you. Have a good
And
day.
you should know the rules of your own station. Station manager. Here's his rules right here. So, photographs for news, advertising, and commercial purposes. Rules and regulations governing conduct on postal service property. So that's what happens. They want getting everybody upset. And then they want to say that it's our cameras getting people upset. Because you can, you guys have seen it firsthand. Somebody's not thrilled with what we're doing, not sure why we're taking video. So we explain ourselves to them, and then once we explain ourselves, they say, oh, we support what you're doing, that's great. People come in here and say they're upset with what's going on. The federal employees, the postal employees exacerbate their fears, throw gasoline on their flames, get them all riled up and scared, and then say people are upset. If they would have spoken to me outside, they wouldn't have been upset.
Yeah, especially station manager guy. He said, oh, we've dealt with this multiple times, whatever.
Yeah.
So he should know what the deal is.
Well, now he said he called the authorities, so we better wait for him.
Yeah.
Well, see, this would have been the part where we wrap it up, we got our stamp. Got my receipt, as I always like to say. And we'd probably be hitting the road right now. But at this point, I guess we got to wait around, huh?
Yeah.
So that seems to be the new thing. It seems like these postal employees all have the impression now that we are allowed to film in the lobbies.
Yeah.
We are allowed to film in the where the post office boxes are, outside, wherever else. But they all seem to think now that you can't take video or photographs up at the retail counter.
Yeah.
Which you can. There's absolutely, and they talk about people's private financial information. People's addresses on labels, ridiculous. Addresses are public information. Your address is on the side of your house in 4-inch tall letters, probably. And as far as your credit card is concerned, I have 350 plus videos on it. 0 people's credit
Okay,
cards.
guys, you know very well we have no interest in anybody's personal information, and I'm sure these people do as well who work here, if they know what we're doing like they claim they do. But they want to use that as an excuse, which has no merit.
So what sign is it on there that says keep your information hidden? So people just need to protect their information.
If you guys haven't taken a look at the DHS memo, I really highly recommend you look at it and read through it very thoroughly. A lot of people just look at like the first page, but there's only a couple pages, and it's very explicit about what is allowed on federal property and what's not.
So unbeknownst to us while we were around here the whole time, they're all whipping themselves up into a frenzy in there.
Yeah.
And the postal employers are the ones who says, you know, if the higher ups of the post office are watching this, put this crap to an end. I mean, you know, talk to your postmasters. This guy was a station manager. He's telling me I'm not allowed to take video inside the post office at the retail plant. Total BS. Absolute total BS. He definitely said that they didn't call, right?
Yeah, he said, oh, I called the authorities. Whatever.
See, I'll tell you what their deal is. People don't go in there upset about anything. People go in there and ask an employee, why are those guys outside taking video? And if the employee would say, well, they're just taking some video of the post office. We've received a memo recently that confirms that that's within their rights. They're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
They're not breaking the law. So if you don't want to be on camera, just don't talk to them. If you do, feel free to do whatever you want. And there you go.
Yeah.
But no, instead what they do is, oh, I don't know, ma'am. We don't know why they're out there taking video. Police are on the way.
Yeah.
Would you like a safe place to hide in the back until they get here? And then what do you think's going to happen? I mean, come on, seriously. And they say that to you like that's supposed to scare you. Law enforcement's been called. Shit, let me run. Run! It's ridiculous. I don't know. If I was a manager of somewhere and there was something going on I didn't understand, I'd want to get as much information as I possibly could about it before I start acting like a fool. We can always go back in and ask him if he really called. Tell him we want to leave, but we don't leave if the cops are on the way or something.
Yeah. Yeah, might as well, right?
Sure. We'll find out.
Did that again. Trying to close my monopod, I accidentally opened it.
So, Mr. Station Manager, I'm looking to get out of here and get out of your hair. Like you mentioned that law enforcement was called, so was that an accurate statement? If they're on the way, I don't want to leave. I want to wait
Previous
for them.
events, sir. I'm saying in previous times when y'all have been here. I don't know if it's you specifically.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, I've never been here before.
Okay.
I don't even know who y'all have been here is.
Yeah, there's other individuals that do your thing on YouTube that have done the same thing.
Okay. So we're not waiting for the police to show up now.
You
Going
need
on
to put
the
your
other
camera
side
down,
of her
please.
body.
I've already contacted the authorities.
Okay. You sure about that? Because I don't like to run away from them. I'm ready to get in my car and leave, but if the law enforcement's on the way, I just have a rule that I wait for them. I don't want them looking for me.
I didn't call anybody today.
Okay. Well, appreciate you. And I hope you understand that we can take video. I really do.
I hope you understand you can't film financial transactions. I understand you can film all you want. I understand that. I'm not arguing that.
So where is the place that we can't?
In the lobby, in the financial lobby.
In the financial lobby.
Right.
Yeah, so you're saying if I'm filming somebody's transaction?
Correct.
So like now I'm filming you, I'm not even aimed that way, that's fine.
Yes.
So it's not really being in the lobby, it's just filming financial transactions.
Right. But,
Okay.
but how do I know what you're filming and what you're not filming?
I can answer that.
So that, well, I know you can, but
No, but I
so
can tell you
the criminal.
with proof. No, I can give you proof. I have over 350 videos online. Not one of them do I disclose
My
anybody's
point is this.
or film anybody's.
My point is this.
Okay.
The postal regulations state you cannot film a financial transaction due to the fact that there's so much crime where people skim people's cards. or their receipts or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Y'all are not allowed to do that. And other individuals, I'm not saying you,
Okay.
have come to do that, and I've asked them to stop and go back to the other side of the metal detectors to do their filming.
So you've had people come here who were deliberately trying to film financial information.
Yes, but they're under the same entity that y'all do. I'm not saying it's with your group.
Okay.
Could be another group, a sister group, whatever the case may be.
Well, I'm not affiliated with anybody. This is my son. That's the only guy I'm affiliated with.
Okay. Well,
And I'd be happy to tell you what we're doing. I don't know what
I
your
already know,
frequency.
sir.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't think you do. You might learn something if I tell you what I'm doing.
No, that's okay.
I've traveled 51,000 miles in the past 2 years defending your rights.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I know, and I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you having the conversation.
Yeah.
And I understand where you're coming from, but I can assure you I have zero interest in filming anybody's personal. I have done all right in 51 years for myself. I don't need anybody else's headaches or financial information. That's not what we're about.
Yeah, it just causes distress amongst customers and some employees. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, and then I'll get out of here because I know you have better things to do. But I think it's important for you to understand. Like, I had a couple of people ask me outside, like walk up kind of covering their face, what are you guys doing, why are you filming?
Right.
And as soon as I explain to them what I'm doing, the hands come down, they're not blocking their face anymore. We support you, thank you for doing what you do. That's the reactions I get when I explain myself to people. I'm just suggesting, I wasn't here so I don't know, but I have a feeling that people were walking in saying, why are there guys outside filming with cameras? And the employees' answers may not have quelled their fears and might have exacerbated their fears for no reason. Maybe you just say to them, well, they're not doing anything wrong, they're not doing anything illegal.
The voices that they had when they came in was they were worried about their license plates being filmed, their physical depiction, that kind of thing. That's what they're worried
But see,
about.
everything's an education. I'm out here learning something every day, no matter how old I am. And people got to realize, like license plates, for example, license plates are they're out in public.
Right.
So I'm just suggesting, and I'm not telling you what to do. You seem like a nice guy, so that's why I'm having the conversation with you. I just think there's a lot you can do as a station manager in your position of authority here. If you don't believe there's a threat and you don't believe there's anything going on, let the customers know that.
That's why I never went out there to bother y'all.
Well, no, but I'm saying let them know that too. Like, why leave them in fear? Why have some poor old lady or some guy
Because
come in
just
here?
like you said earlier, I have better things to do. I'm busy. I don't have the time
Well, but if
to
someone's-
explain to each and every person that kind of situation, you know?
Well, but then you're not helping them.
Well, neither are you by being in my...
Oh, I am. My videos get 125,000 views a day. Plenty of people think I'm doing a good service for the community. Well, we are, and you don't know what I'm doing. That's just ignorance clapping. That's not a good idea, Nelda. We're out here fighting for your rights, too. I don't know if you're a veteran.
I am a veteran.
Well, we thank you for your service.
I have to open
So
up
I'm
right
out
now,
here
sir.
doing what you fought for.
I have
Just
to
think
open
about
up
that.
now.
I appreciate it. I
Well,
gotta
I'm in
go,
the middle of a
guys.
conversation. Don't be rude.
I gotta go. I got a lot of stuff I
I'm
gotta
sorry.
What was your first name?
I'm
Brian.
sorry.
Brian, I appreciate you.
I
man.
have
a
to
good-
work.
Hey,
I have
Nelda,
to work.
back off.
This is my
Back
station.
off. Just
Nelda.
I'm
This is
talking
my
to you.
this is my
Nelda.
workstation.
You're not going to listen to your
Nelda.
supervisor either?
This is my workstation. I have to go to work.
Nelda.
Ignore me.
Excellent advice, Nelda. You have a good day. One day you're going to
You
realize
too.
we were here for you.
Yeah. You have a good day.
You have a wonderful day. Nelda's getting upset. Oh, I'm glad we went back in and asked.
Yeah.
Well, all right. That's going to wrap this
All right, guys. You saw how that went here at the Lamar Station Post Office in Corpus Christi, Texas. You guys can let me know what you think about what you just saw. You know, the station manager, Brian, you know, calmed down a little bit towards the end and stopped having as much of an attitude, but you could still see he had the same attitude, and you know, he didn't consider the fact that maybe we really are doing what we say and standing up for people's rights. You can tell he's one of those people that thinks anyone with the camera is just looking for reaction, trying to incite something, and you guys know that's not what we do. But you know, unfortunately, some people believe that, and for especially a public employee in a position of authority to make those kind of blanket generalizations, is negligent to me, and you know, could even be dangerous depending on the situation. So you guys can let me know what you think, and of course, as always, you can also let the post office know what you think. Contact info is always in the description, and that's about it for this one, guys. So if you want to contact the Lamar station, contact info is always in the description, like I said, and you know, obviously professionally, cordially, whatever. You can tell them what you think of the behavior of the employees here, and how you think they could handle it better, or what you think they did right. You know, anything you want to tell them, any questions you have, and that's about it for this one, guys. So hopefully they won't give the next guy with the camera a hard time, but I have my doubts. They might try to run their little BS on people, saying that they can't be in the lobby. But that's about it for this one. So if you like the video, you appreciate what we do, and you want to see more of these videos, best way to support the channel is to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other social medias, and turn on notifications. And let's try to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Watching the Watchmen out. See you in the next one, guys.